All right, welcome to episode number 4. And we are just backing into Georgia Pacific Corrugated with 4 loaded boxcars. Get some handbrakes on. Georgia Pacific we got, so it's just these 4, and then that one is where we're making the cut. Let's take them forward. Then we'll reconnect to our train and we'll have to take a look at the map and see what's next. There's the rest of our train over there. So our switches are lined correctly. Once we get past this one. And let's reconnect to our train here. All right, let's take a look at the map and see where we're going next. So I was supposed to do Manesha packaging after Miles Chemical, and I somehow just totally skipped it and went to Georgia Pacific. So not a big deal though. But we got a few boxcars to drop off at Manesha Packaging. So we need this one staying here. We need these two. Did I open this all the way? Yes. All right. Let's cut it off here. And we need to go back to where we were, but then we're going to go all the way straight across here. Through here. And over to that switch. I think that's what happened. I was going to do Manesha packaging, and then I realized we were close to the siding, and I decided to drop off the empties, and then I, for some reason, just skipped it and went right into Georgia Pacific. But we'll take care of it right here. We just got to go a little bit out of our way to get back up here. And it doesn't look like they got any pickups at Manesha, so we're just going to drop off these boxcars. Did I say Manesha packaging? It should be Manesha packing. Drop them off over here by this guy struggling with the barrels. Alright, let's drop down over the fence here. Now we'll bring it back to the rest of our train. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead here and make sure to flip these switches, so we'll just go straight through here. Alright, let's take a look at our map and see where we're going next. So now we're going to polyphenolics, which was that one at the far end. And let's get this reconnected here, our air hose. Get our air going through here again. And then we're going to go push those, I forgot what they were. I think they're box cars at the end of the train. Just need that CFM to come down a little more. That should be good. Yeah. Alright, now, what do we got down here? Yeah, these box cars, how many do we have? Is it all four? All four of these. We can start pushing them back, and we got a few to pull out. Alright, so let's get these moving backwards. And we're going to put them off to the right here. Then we'll pull out those pickups. Oh, what is this over here? Oh, look at that. I saw that green color. Huh. Oh, we gotta take off the handbrakes. There we go. I'd say so far this local job's going pretty smooth. We haven't had any major holdups or major issues. Where's that bumper at? Oh, we're almost there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll work with that. Ooh. Oh, the space bar made me attach to the car. And now we are... Okay. And now we'll just pull up a little bit and then we'll back in and grab these. What do we got here? 2, 3. All right, let's get these out of here. Oh, you know what? I always do that too. I get too excited to start moving. I gotta see where our next stop, because I think we're going to this one off to the right, those covered hoppers. So I might not want to go completely past that switch. On our list, we've got Ardagh Glass, and I think that's this one here, GAH. Yeah. So we're picking those up where those guys are standing. And let's see. Sealed air. That's all sealed air. This one. And that's full. So I think what we'll do is we'll cut it right here. Right at the end of that plastic pellet hopper. And then, but we're going to bring that up to right about where the front of the Southern Pacific is right now. Then we'll cut it, then we'll pull out these. Actually, I don't want to go. No, actually, yeah, that's fine. So we'll cut it there. And then we'll pull out these, because these are all empty. We'll pull those out first, and then we'll grab the loads and bring them in. We got quite a few. We got this one, and I think all the way down, yeah. Looks like 8. Let's see if we can stop it here. All right, so we're going to leave these here for now. That's quite a massive structure there. I think that might be, aside from maybe the buildings in LA, that might be the tallest building in Run 8. Other than like the downtown skyscrapers, but this is, I don't know if I've seen anything this big before in the game. And this is really neat too. They might have done. Actually, I think they did this in Alabama, but I'm not positive. Oh, look at that! They even got the lights, spotlights on the conveyor belt. Wow, that's a new. That's got to be a new texture. Those rocks. That looks real crisp. All right, let's pull these out of here. I use the F7 air brake sheet, and it always puts like 3 or 4 psi in the brake cylinder of the locomotive when you do that. So I start trying to move, and then it's a little slow. So you just got to bail off, hold your bail key until that drops back to 0. We got some railroad ties here. Just waiting for that CFM to come back down to around 70, 60, 70. See it at the top there? It's still 132, filling up the brake pipe. All right, let's take them forward. Oh, no, wait a second. Let's pull off the handbrakes, and we need to cut it over here. Because we don't need these yet. Actually, you know what? Let's see, because there's so many. Let's pull it up first. Just to get them a little bit closer, because we're going to have them up here anyways. But I think I'm going to just pull it up, and then we'll cut it once those boxcars get up here further. Those mountains in the distance are actually there. That's one of the impressive things in Run 8 is it's not like just a JPEG photo of a mountain. What do you call it? It's not just like a picture back there, like just a flat image. That's actually sculpted mountains. If I were to just fly out there, just using the fly key, you would just go over. It would be just miles and miles of just, and that's what creates the really cool like sunsets and stuff, and the depth. of rhenite because like it's actually there in real scale too, in 1-to-1 scale. I'll have to do a video one of these days where I do that and just fly way out over the mountains, and then I'll just fast forward it because it takes a while because you're actually going that distance. So that's our last one. Let's see if we can stop it here. All right, which one was it? This one? That's the last one we need to leave. And we're taking that one. I think we only got a few left. Sealed air and nutrient AG. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. bring them back and we'll connect to the rest of the train, which is only these 3 boxcars. And then, yeah, that's all done back in there. Reconnect our air hose. Step out here for a second. Brake pipe should be filling it up a little bit faster than that. Oh, there it goes. Must be that one of those valves in there that has to, triple valve or whatever it's called. Once it gets enough force to flip over, then it fills it up real quick. Or I'm totally wrong on one or the other. All right, let's pull off the handbrakes and let's see where we're at here. Let's take a look at the map. So, yeah, we only got 2 left. So we're doing Nutrient AG next and then sealed air. But to get those, we look on the map. We got to run around the train now because those are the only 2 that are facing the other way. So we're gonna reconnect to those empties, run around it, and then we'll work those last 2. All right, let's go. What I think I'll do is I'll go through this area up here past those empties that we set aside. And then I think I'll back into them, shove them back, and then run around the train. So that way everything will be on that siding. Georgia Pacific there that we took care of earlier in the background. All right, let's back her up. And while that's backing up, actually, let's see if I can pull these handbrakes off first. That way, when we reconnect here, we can just push them back. I guess I got a lot on. Oh, you know what? It's because I had reloaded this game, so that's why they're all applied. I didn't do that manually before. Uh-oh. And we better not hit too hard here. We probably will. But we're pushing them, so that's fine. But we just got to get these back all the way to the end there, just so we can fit this whole thing on this siding, and then we'll get around it. What kind of distance do we have to go? Oh, we're there. We can stop it right here. Alright, let's drop them here and then we'll run around. And I'll see you again when we get to the other side. Alright, we can reconnect this air hose. Open, wait, did we dump it? I think when we pulled apart, we probably did. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so let's open this one. And this. Oh, and then I have to switch this to the lead unit. So I'm going to click on that and just go set as lead unit. And I think that see the brakes applied there. And all the purple. So I must have... Oh, yeah, because we connected to that. We connected to the ones that we had left. And I never hooked up the air hose there. So what do we got here? That's at 0. This right here, we gotta hook it up. And I think that this is probably a perfect spot to end episode 4. And then all we got left for episode 5 is 2 more industries, and then we'll take it back to the UP Fresno yard. So I think we'll wrap it up in episode 5. We'll have the LRF73 Local Job finished in 5 episodes.